If a global conflict ever reached American soil, most people wouldn't be ready. Because nobody ever told them exactly which firearms actually matter. Veterans and survival instructors argue over this exact question, and almost the same 12 guns. Today we're breaking down every single one of them. List what role it plays, and what most people get wrong when they buy it. Stick the end, because number one is the gun almost nobody talks about. But before we get into the list, let's set the rules. This isn't about looking cool or filling safe with toys you'll never actually use. Every gun on this list earns its spot. One of three jobs better than almost anything else in its class. It puts food on the, it protects your home, or it keeps you safe at distance. We're also ranking these to most critical, so if you're only watching for the top pick, stick with us. It matters just as much as the destination. And one more thing before we start this. Ownership, proper training, and responsible storage. None of this works if you safely. Let's start from the bottom and build up to the gun that ties this whole list. We start small, but don't underestimate this one. The Ruger 1022 is a .22 LR semi-ammo weight, and availability matter more than raw power. You can carry a brick of rifle ammo takes up, and that round has been in continuous civilian production. A shortage, .22 LR, is usually the last caliber to disappear off the shelf. It's quiet. Game, squirrel, rabbit, birds, the kind of protein that keeps a family fed. The October 22nd is also famous for being nearly unbreakable. Some have run tens of cleaning. Every serious prepper has one of these tucked away, and it's usually the first, which means in a real emergency. It's also the gun every member of you. This is the gun from the thumbnail, and for good reason. The Mossberg 590 is to military spec. It's literally tested to 3,000 rounds without failure in US. Almost no other shotgun on the market has officially passed. For home defense, switch to slugs for medium game or vehicle stopping power, and it never asks for anything fancy to keep running. No gas system to clean, no magazine spring tolerances to worry about. In a grid-down scenario, simplicity is survival, and nothing is simpler than a pumped shotgun. Pull the trigger, rack the slide, fire again. The 590 also has a longer magazine tube than most competitors, meaning more rounds on board before you need to reload. A small detail that matters a lot more than people realize when seconds count. Number 10, Glock 19. Every list like this needs a sidearm, and the Glock 19 is the most carried pistol on the planet for a reason. It's the middle ground, full size enough for accuracy and capacity, compact enough to carry every single day without it dominating your life. Police departments, militaries, and civilians all land the same conclusion. When you need a pistol that just works, this is it. Part of that reputation comes from sheer part simplicity, fewer components than most, competing designs, which means fewer things to break, and an enormous aftermarket of holsters, sights, and magazines built around it. In a crisis, your rifle is the tool you reach for. Your sidearm is the one that's already on you the moment something goes wrong, whether you're in your kitchen or walking to your car. Number 9, AK-47 pattern rifle. Love it or hate it. AK pattern rifle has fought in more conflicts than almost any weapon in history, and it earned that reputation through reliability, not elegance. Drop it in mud, sand, or snow, and it keeps cycling the loose. Tolerances that make it less accurate on paper are the exact same tolerances that let it run when a tighter, more precise design would jam. Harder everywhere, ammo is cheap and easy to stockpile in bulk, and the learning curve is short. There's a reason militaries with minimal training time have handed this rifle to new recruits for decades. If World War III means scarcity of resources and unpredictable conditions, the AK is the rifle built for exactly that kind of chaos, not the controlled environment of shooting range. Number 8, AR-15 platform rifle. If the AK is built for chaos, the AR-15 is built for precision, lighter recoil, modular accessories, and an ammunition caliber that lets you carry more rounds for the same weight compared to most centerfire rifle calibers. This is the rifle most Americans already train with, which matters. In an actual emergency, familiarity saves. Lives faster than firepower does. The AR-15's biggest advantage isn't the gun itself, it's the ecosystem around it. Optics, slings, lights, magazines, all built to make the person behind the trigger more effective and all interchangeable across thousands of brands. If you ever need to borrow a magazine from a neighbor, trade parts, or find a replacement component during a crisis, no rifle platform in America is easier to support than this one. Number 7. Remington 870, a second shotgun on this list. Might surprise you, but the Remington 870 fills a different role than the 590. This is the do-everything farm and field gun millions of Americans already own, often without thinking of it as a survival gun at all. It's been in continuous production since the 1950s. For a reason: parts availability, aftermarket support, and a reputation for shrugging off decades of hard use. In barns, trucks, and duck blinds. If societies, supply chains break down, owning a gun with this much aftermarket support means you'll never struggle to keep it running, and chances are good your neighbors already have one too, which makes ammunition and parts easier to share or trade locally. Number 6. Bolt-action rifle IN .308. Every list of survival guns eventually has to talk about reach, the ability to deal with a threat or take aim from several hundred yards away, where a handgun or shotgun simply can't compete. A simple, reliable bolt action chambered in .308 Winchester gives you that range without complexity, and bolt actions are mechanically about as simple as a rifle gets, which means fewer failure points. In the field, it's also one of the most universally available calibers in North America, found on nearly every gun store shelf and used by hunters from coast to coast, which means trading, sharing, or finding ammunition is far easier than with a specialty round nobody else stocks. Number 5. Lever-action rifle in .357/.44 Magnum. This pick surprises people, but hear it out. A lever-action rifle that shares ammunition with your handgun is one of the smartest setups a prepper can build. One caliber, 2 guns, half the logistics. You only need to stockpile a single type of ammunition to keep both firearms running. It's compact, fast to cycle in, experienced hands, and historically proven on American soil for over a century, with millions still in service. Today, if you're building a 2-gun system for a long-term scenario where resupply isn't guaranteed, this is exactly how experienced preppers approach ammunition planning. Number 4. Pistol caliber carbine, a carbine that fires the same round as your sidearm gives you a longer, more accurate platform without adding the second type of ammunition to manage. The same logic as the lever gun above, just in a more modern package. It's easier to shoot accurately than a handgun thanks to the longer sight radius and stock, quieter and softer shooting than a rifle round, and ideal for close quarters defense inside a home or vehicle where overpenetration is a real concern. For city and suburban scenarios specifically, this is one of the most underrated picks on the entire list, since it gives apartment and townhouse owners rifle-like control without rifle caliber overpenetration risk through shared walls. Number 3. Subcompact concealed carry pistol. Your main pistol is for the holster. This one is for the moments your main gun isn't accessible. A small, reliable backup pistol means you're never without a defensive option, even in situations where carrying a full-size firearm isn't practical, like running errands, working, or sleeping. In any extended crisis, redundancy is survival, and a backup gun is the cheapest insurance policy. On this entire list, it costs a fraction of a rifle, takes up almost no space, and closes the gap on every day your primary gun isn't within reach. Number 2. Suppress .22 pistol. This one rarely makes tactical lists, but think about it. Logically, in a long-term survival scenario, hunting quietly matters as much as defending loudly. A suppressed .22 pistol lets you take small game without broadcasting your position to anyone nearby, something most people never consider until it's too late to fix. Noise discipline is one of the most overlooked survival skills there is. A single loud gunshot can travel for miles and tell every nearby group exactly where you are and that you just used a resource. Quiet, repeatable small game hunting solves that problem entirely. Number 1. The gun you already own and actually know how to use. Here's the twist. The most important gun on this list isn't a specific model at all. It's whichever firearm you already own and have actually trained with. The fanciest rifle in the world is useless in untrained hands, while a basic, well-practiced firearm in a confident shooter's hands wins every single time. Studies and after-action reports from real defensive encounters say the same thing over and over. Training and familiarity outperform hardware almost every time. Before buying anything else on this list, master what's already in. You're safe. Know how to clear a malfunction in the dark, reload without looking, and hit a target under stress. That skill transfers to every other gun on this list the moment you bring one home. The full list, let's run through it one more time before we close out. 12. The Ruger. October 22nd for quiet, cheap small game hunting. 11. The Mossberg 590 for brutal home defense reliability. 10. The Glock 19 as the sidearm that's always on you. 9. The AK-47 pattern rifle for chaos and abuse. 8. The AR-15 for precision and parts support. 7. The Remington 870 for the do-everything shotgun roll. 6. A .308 bolt action for reach. 5. A lever-action magnum for shared ammo. Logistics for a pistol caliber carbine for close quarters control. 3. A backup concealed carry pistol for redundancy. 2. A suppressed .22 pistol for quiet hunting. And number 1, the gun you already own and have actually trained with, because no amount of gear replaces skill. Subscribe, that's the full list. 12. Firearms that cover food, defense, and distance for whatever comes next, built from the bottom up, so the logic actually makes sense. Instead of just being a random pile of guns. None of this matters without training, safe storage, and following the laws in your specific state, so please treat all of this as a starting point for research, not a shopping list to act on blindly. Let me know in the comments which one you already own and which one's going on your list next. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe because we're just getting started.